Hey guys, um, welcome. This is my my 2 photography classes. I miss you guys. I have been thinking about you a lot. There's all kinds of stuff going on right now. Hey, so there's a lot of stuff going on right now that's been, making life not normal. Case in point, you guys aren't here with me. And I do miss our times together, teaching, learning from each other, seeing some awesome work that you guys produce. I want to allow you guys to show your work too. Remember, last project was the Colorize project. I thought it turned out really cool. And the alternative project too, which was the Humans of Salt Lake, was awesome. I want to show the Colorize projects. I don't really want to show the Humans of Salt Lake because, privacy issues. It's like a lot of people that you are quarantined with right now and spending time with at home. And just for the sake of not getting into that territory, we're not going to show those. I love them though. They look awesome. Most of them look just like a Humans of New York kind of post. And some of them were actually posted too. They were screenshots of what actually went up on Instagram, which I thought was super, super cool. So good on you for that. What I want to do today is I just want to open up the all of the different Colorize projects that we looked at that I got submitted to me. So let's take a look at those. Remember the Colorize project, you are lowering the saturation. You take a black and white photo and then kind of hand color it back in as if we were in the early 1900s, and you had this black and white photo that you wanted hand colored, and you're putting the colors back in, and it's this like light opaque wash over top of the colors. So red rock is just this very hazy red, and then some greens and blues and stuff. I absolutely love that. Turned out so good. Great. Mila Kunis. Nice use of color here. Right, very subtle, very soft colors. This is probably like 25% opacity. That's really nice. Great. Choose hope. Me too. Me too. Oh, choose happy, it said. I can read. Great. The color's a little more intense here. When the colors are a little softer, they have sort of just a nice wash, nice overtone of colors. That's really good. Really good. Nice, kind of electric colors. Nice. Okay. Very cool. Some are a lot more, simple, and that's fine. That's totally fine. I swear I've seen this before. I love that. Love these colors. Where is that? Yeah, it's really nice. Great set of colors. And, right, you can make it whatever color you want. They don't have to be the colors that are, the actual colors, from the original photo. Who's to know? Maybe she did have purple hair. All right, very nice. It's interesting. Sometimes when you use a bigger brush, you can cover more ground. But then when you get in real fine and detailed with a softer, smaller brush, you can get in those kind of intricate details where the shadows are and stuff. That's nice. That's all right. Very cool. Yeah. Oh. It's Julian, it's Steele. Oh, the gang's all here. That's fun. Good on you, Milo. All right. Brenton's filling in the lacrosse logo. That's cool. That is one of my favorite parks right there. Sugar House. That's great. Filling in the color of the ducks and the geese and stuff too. There's Tommy running for his life. Look at that guy. Great sets of colors, even in the background. You have different cars and things. I love that. Big bold color. This almost looks like the original colors. I wonder. Oh, this is great. That is a beautifully hand-painted photo. Really nice attention to the detail. Right, it's soft and fuzzy in the background, and then the sharper edges in the foreground. Great use of color there. Okay, great. Nice. Kind of a muted orange color, isn't it? But I love that the bananas are like yellow here and they go up to green right there. That's nice. People are very passionate about their cars, aren't they? Oh, I love the color in the eyes. That is so cool. Very cool. I love that. Great use of colors. These are a lot more bold colors, but maybe done on purpose, right? Because lacrosse is very high energy. Oh, I love this. The nice thing about this one, this could be a photo from the early 1900s, right? It looks, modern clothes and stuff, so you can kind of pick it out. Yeah, this is a more modern photo, but because of that light wash of color, it really does give that illusion that it's an old photograph. That's really nice. Great. All right. Yes, people are very passionate about their vehicles. Me, I drive a Soccer Mom minivan. Great color. Nice. Oh, very, very electric. I love it. That's cool. Oh, very nice use of color. Who's that? Oh, it's Riley, of course. Very cool attention to detail. Yeah, this is good. All right. Josh, you're inspiring me to want to decorate my room more. Oh, what a collection. Oh, Springsteen, Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. Sinatra, is that Sinatra back there? Holy cow, of course it's Andy. Good collection, very nice collection. And cool choice of colors too, I love this. Okay, so I lied to you. There is one Humans of Salt Lake, but it's because it's not actually humans. Pets of my home. What do you do in your free time? That was great. Fleamont, the betta fish. In his free time, he enjoys swimming in circles, eating his food, and chilling in his greenery. Scout, the labradoodle. In his free time, he enjoys playing in the dirt outside, scouting for any food that drops from. Yes, he lives up to his name. Funny. Linda the leopard gecko. In her free time, she enjoys eating crickets, chilling in her water bowl, and basking in her red light to keep warm. A very red light. Oh, neat use of color here. Boy, those look, that hardwood colors are really nice. And the guitar, the ukulele. Nice. Very electric colors. I almost wonder what this would look like. A little softer, subtle, more subtle tone. Is he great? Oh, I wish I had more to look through. That's so cool. Awesome. Very good, very good. So that was the Humans of Salt Lake / Colorized project, right? Because the first one was like an alternative project. I wanted to show you now how to get into your the kind of the second half of the portfolio project, right? Because number one in the portfolio project is we're making the photos for this portfolio, and if they are not edited at all, that's totally fine. I'm good with that. I wanted to allow that, if you want to have them just straight off the camera, that's kind of what some people do. But if you have Lightroom, if you have Photoshop, you can make photos straight off your, export it out of Lightroom and things. That's great. I would love to see that too. I'm sure we'll get a little bit of everything, right? The second half of the project is incorporating in, having kind of an online presence for your photos, right? Because people are going to see your photos and fall in love with them and want to hire you as a photographer. How is that going to happen unless it's out there? Now, I recognize a lot of us aren't going to be professional photographers, and that's fine, right? Maybe you're not going to make 100% of your money as a photographer, but maybe it's like a hobby of yours that you're going to continue. Maybe it's a side hustle, right? That you make money on the side. You do your main job, and then on the weekends you moonlight as a photographer. That is, a lot of people do that, right? A lot of people do that. So I encourage you, if it's an interest that you have, you really want to pursue, try it. Try being an actual paid photographer. It's kind of fun. It's exhilarating to put yourself out there, get jobs, and impress people, and the smile on people's face. It's all worth it. Besides the fact that they pay you, right? Which is cool. So today I wanted to show you that second portion where we put our photos online and an online presence. Now, I recognize that in this crazy, weird time, there are, extra exceptional data privacy breach kind of stuff that we need to be careful of, right? If you don't want to put yourself out there, if you don't want your personal information out there, don't put it, okay? If you don't even want to put your name attached to your photos, that's fine too, right? Very few people, I'm sure, are going to see this unless you give them the address. So that's totally fine. If all you wanted to put was just, a photography company name and then your photos, that's fine. If you wanted to put, your name, maybe a contact information, maybe not your phone number, but at least your email address or something, right? So people can get a hold of you if they are interested in your work. You can put it on a business card, right? There, at the end, when we publish this, it'll have an address that's live to the world and people can see it. I encourage people to use a free website builder, either Google Sites or Weebly or Wix, I think, has a free version. Anyway, the one that 99% of people use is Google Sites. So I wanted to jump into Google Sites. It will ask you to log in with a Gmail account. You can either use a personal Gmail account, and it's available to the whole world, or you can use a Granite SD account. And Granite SD, when you publish it, it's only visible to people within the Granite School District. So if you send me that link after it's published, then I click on it and I have to log in as a user of the Granite School District. It's a little more private, a little more closely connected. But like I said, if you wanted to put it out there to the world for people to actually see and be impressed by your work and potentially hire you in the future for photography gigs, then I recommend probably using a personal Gmail account so that anybody in the world can just click on that link, type it in, and they can see your work. So let's make a Google site. It's super easy to do. Let's jump over to my Chrome tab here. So the way to get to it is just sites.google.com, and it will take you to sites.google.com/new. And you know what? I'm in my personal account, so let's come into my Granite SD account. That's a little better. Okay. I started making one. I actually recorded something and I realized that the sound didn't work. So yeah, so sites.google.com. We'll just make a new fresh one. I've got one here that's finished, but I will, down to the bottom right corner, just hit create new, and about 70% is finished, right? You have a site, you made a site. First in the top left corner, let's give it a name. I was goofing around, I called this Corona Pics Photography. Awesome. Corona Pics Photography. And then maybe let's just put it here too. Corona Pics Photography. And then down below, if you hit the Enter key, let's center it, and I'll put my contact information. And I'm not going to put my phone number. I'll just put graniteschools.org. If you wanted to put other things, maybe you could put the location that you're at, because maybe people will fall in love with what you do, but then realize that you're in Salt Lake and they're in Anchorage, Alaska or something. Now, to be fair though, I have actually flown places to actually work. I've gone to Las Vegas, I've gone to Idaho, I've got, different places, mostly close to here, because people are like, oh, he's a Utah photographer, right? But depending on how much people like your work, they might actually fly you out to different places. I've actually run the numbers, and it's cheaper for a Utah photographer to be flown out, all expenses paid, hotel, food, everything, than it is like if you were to fly them to New York. It would be cheaper to do that than to hire a New York photographer. That's how much more expensive it is on the East Coast. And that has to do with supply and demand. It has to do with a lot of different things. But just how saturated this market is, the amount of money it costs tends to be a little lower. But anyway, so here's the top part, and then here's the easiest part. Okay, we need photos, right? So right here below it says I want to embed images. So click on images, select upload, and hey, that would be fun. Let's give all of your colorized photos. Now, if you have stuff from Lightroom or things you've been working on in Photoshop and stuff, put those all in one place together. Maybe make a copy from somewhere else into a folder that's just for your composition project, or excuse me, just for your portfolio project. So you've got them all in one place. I happen to have all of these in one place because we just looked at them. So if they're all in one place, you can just hit Command A, or on a PC, Control A, and it will open, or it will select all of them. Or if there's only a couple you want to select, you can hit on a Mac, it's Command and then select the 20 or 30 that you want to. On a PC, it's Control and then click. Control click, Control click. It's not working on a Mac because it's a different button. Or you can click the top one, hold Shift, and click the bottom one, and it will select everything in between. Now, it's not selecting specific things. Folders it doesn't like, PSDs it doesn't like, and documents for some reason it doesn't like. Oh, because I clicked images, duh. So yeah, I'm going to hit open, and then it automatically sort of kind of places them in a really nice order, just like this, right? It knows that some are portrait, some are vertical, some are horizontal. Super nice. Anyway, I love this. That's great. So you would think, oh, I'm going to give this to Miller now, right? So this web address right here is not helpful for me. That is a web address that only works for you. So the way to get it to me is we have to publish it first. Okay, so we'll hit publish. And okay, so CoronaPix Photography, awesome. So, and then it says who can view this. Because I'm logged in with my Granite SD account, only people within the Granite School District can view it if they have this login. If you wanted to, actually it's not going to show up with this who can view my site if you're in a personal Gmail account. If you're in a personal Gmail account, then it will just be available to anyone in the entire world, instead of just within the Granite School District. So there's a little privacy if you're logged in with your Granite SD account. The next thing is, what are you going to call this thing? Okay, if we call it CoronaPix Photography, CoronaPix-Photography, okay, that's going to work for us, right? If you call it something that's already taken, then it won't allow you to do that. So you have to come up with a unique name. Lucky for us, in the Granite SD domain, I'm the only person that's typed this in, right? Then you hit publish, and then it will go live to whoever has access to it. All right. Now, what do you give me as part of your assignment? It's supposed to be a link, like a chain link. It really doesn't look like a chain link, if I'm perfectly honest. This little button, it looks like a USB-C, right? It's like the bottom of a Google Pixel phone or something. Anyway, click on that, and it will open up Publish Site Link. This is the link that it's available at. Say copy, and then in your Canvas submission, just paste that in the comment of your submission. So you're really giving me two things. You're giving me all 20 to 30 JPEGs. Some will give 25, some will give 28, 20, whatever. Just within that range, 20 to 30 photos. And then in the comments, that's where you're going to paste that web URL. Make sure you're giving me the published URL from that weird little link button instead of from just the editing bar. If you give me from the URL bar and it says edit at the end, I don't have access to that. Only you have access to that. Okay? So publish your site first, and then give me the published link and let me go to that. Just make sure that you have this website. Maybe I'm the only person that's going to see it. But like I said, if you want to get yourself out there as a photographer, then you will definitely want to, you want to have some kind of online presence. You guys are awesome. You've done some amazing things. I hope to see you again before graduation. It's weird. I think they're going to reassess in a little while, but we will see for sure when, I think May 1st, they're going to reassess and see, oh yeah, well, it's safe enough for everyone to go back to school. If we do, everyone might be wearing masks or something. I don't know. We'll see. It's going to be weird. But I miss you, and I hope I get to see you very soon. Not just because I'm lonely here at the school or lonely at home or whatever, but I legitimately miss you. And I want to help you guys. I want to help you discover this cool passion of yours and all that stuff. So, hang in there. Don't let anxiety get to you. I've said this before. The second thing is, establish a routine, right? Hopefully you guys are in a routine. You wake up early, do the things that you usually do. Imagine if it was a school day kind of thing. I saw a great meme of a picture of a guy that, he's holding the shower curtain rod as if it was the subway and he's reading the paper. Keep to whatever semblance of a routine you can. Also, be willing to break the monotony by doing something kind of out of the ordinary. I've been doing, you've hopefully seen on the Canvas page, those crazy kind of daily videos that I've been making. I hope to check in at least once a day on those, and then once a week with you guys. It's been a Tuesday thing, so maybe that's what I'll do. I'll do Tuesday things, and that'll just be our day that we check in with each other. I miss you. The fourth thing, right? Don't let social distancing disconnect your social connections. Just because we're physically distant doesn't mean that we have to be socially distant, right? I don't like the phrase social distancing because it takes the human nature out of it. Anyway, those are kind of my 4 cents. Yeah, my 4 things that hopefully can help you out. Sugar, how you doing back there? You good dog? Yeah, you're a good dog. Sugar came to school with me today. I love you, I miss you, and I hope to get to see you guys soon. Hang in there. You guys are awesome, and we'll see you later.